The reason why you hear people at Maid-Rite talk about top to bottom and left to right so much is because it's just so efficient. Once you get used to top to bottom, left to right, you'll understand why it makes so much sense. You work top to bottom to knock the dust from the high places down, and it takes a while for it to settle. So imagine if you started low and worked your way up, you'd be knocking dust down on top of things you've already cleaned. Left to right just gives you a nice systematic approach to the room. So you start from the left side when you walk in and work your way around. You'll never lose track of where you are, and you never do anything twice. So you start with high dusting, and as you can see here, Michelle is working her way across left to right on the crown molding, catching any can lights or the tops of picture frames or door frames or anything she can't easily reach by hand. While you're working your way around the room, don't forget to catch the baseboards and the toe molding. On an initial clean, or a move in or move out clean, you'll have to do the baseboards by hand. A critical part of high dusting are the ceiling fans. As you can see, there's a lot of dust that builds up on ceiling fans. You have to dust every blade, the sides, the top, the bottom. Don't forget to get on top of the motor housing. And it takes quite a while for this dust to settle, so you want to get on this early. Don't forget to get the light fixtures, but take great care. Things could be loose and you don't want anything to fall off. After you're done high dusting the whole house, it's time to start cleaning. Again, we'll be working top to bottom, left to right. You start with your yellow microfiber cloth and you spray your yellow product directly on the cloth. That prevents overspray, which is expensive, and it prevents slip and fall. It really does not take much product to do the job. One key to working left to right is approaching the room in sections. So here we have this fireplace area, and it looks like there's some valuables, and so you'll see she's taking great care with each piece, lifting them, cleaning them, replacing them, not sliding them side to side. On larger objects that seem valuable or heavy or can't be lifted, you'll just have to clean around carefully. You can see that Michelle is taking great care wiping down this mantle. And just like any other part of the house where there's molding, like a chair rail or decorative cabinetry, you just have to look to see where the dust is going to collect and wipe it carefully. Now that she's done with the fireplace section, Michelle's going to take one big step to the right and start working on this door. She'll wipe down all the mullions where dust can collect, and she'll really polish that doorknob. And we do clean interior glass. In this case, it just needs a spot clean, and she'll use her blue microfiber cloth. Once you've completed the perimeter of the room, work your way towards the middle. In this case, we have an ottoman with a decorative tray with magazines and a tablet. This is an area that the customer is going to use a lot, and so just take great care with it. You can see she's picking everything up and she's going to dust them thoroughly underneath. If you have a customer who's neat and orderly, replace all the items as you found them. But if the customer's a little messy, then it's a nice touch. It shows attention to detail if you organize things carefully. Notice with this tablet, as with any electronics, we're using a green microfiber cloth and no cleaning product whatsoever. Another item you might find is a decorative plant sitting on a side table. Give it a little bit of a dust with your yellow microfiber cloth, or if it's a large plant, you may even use your ball duster. Again, working top to bottom. And then when you're done with the plant, carefully lift it up, wipe down the table of any dust that you've knocked off or leaves. Then just wipe down the edges, down the legs, and any decorative shelf underneath. When dusting lamps, it helps with the light turned on. You'll really see the dust. Start with the finial. Carefully dust the shade, and you notice she's holding on to it just in case. Again, always work top to bottom and go all the way down to the floor. Take special care with light switch covers. They collect fingerprints and customers will notice them. When you come to a window with blinds that are open, twist the blinds closed and working top to bottom, left to right, wipe down the blinds. Then carefully raise the blinds so that you can wipe down the sill. and then return the blinds to the position that you found them. Once she's done with the first set of blinds, you'll see Michelle take one big step to the right and work on the next set of blinds. With artwork, take great care. Again, wipe with one hand, hold with another. If there's glass, spot clean that. Otherwise, catch any areas that dust can collect. Lastly, don't forget your alarm pads and thermostats. If you do get interrupted, a great trick is to leave a green microfiber cloth, of course with no product on it, so that when you return, you can pick up your left to right process all over again. So a few things to remember. Start and stop in the same location. When you enter a room, you work top to bottom and left to right all the way around, and you finish right where you started. When cleaning baseboard moldings, especially on one-time cleans and initial cleans, you're probably going to have to wipe it by hand. Always carry a couple of extra cloths with you to reduce wasted time. Always spray the towel and not the surface for safety and cost savings. And always inspect your work and the work of your helper as if you were the customer.